Well, new election laws are on the books starting today. With the beginning of a new fiscal year, past laws from the 2021 legislative session have now become official, and some of them could impact you ahead of the general election this November. News Channel 7's Andrew Bartline talked with the county election office today. And Andrew, how will this affect voters, if it will?
Well, if you choose to vote through an absentee ballot, that's when you get your ballot through the mail. Yes, it could impact you, but under very specific circumstances. So there's a new law. It's formerly called Senate Bill 1352. It creates an outlined process for how the county should handle an undeliverable absentee ballot. In Idaho, a voter must first request to receive an absentee ballot, but if that voter has moved addresses, the ballot cannot be delivered and then is returned back to the state. Under this law, the county clerk must then verify the voter's registration who could not be reached. The clerk must ensure the voter's information is correct and accurate, such as the voter registering at the correct address.
We'll use every piece of information we have available on the registration to try to contact them if we have a phone number, another address.
And it looks like we lost the latter half of that video for you, but I can let you know that that's Trent Tripple with the Ada County Elections Office. He says if they can't get information from you, they'll generally have to remove you from the voter roll because they can't verify that your voting information is correct. Ada County Chief Deputy Clerk Trent Tripple, who we just heard from, says House Bill 532 is the most significant new law in terms of election integrity. This is a second law. This law allows the county clerk or Secretary of State to declare an error in an election and bring this error in front of a district court for review. These kinds of laws are often called a replay bill. So in a tight race, if an error is detected, the judge could rule that the election must be held again.
Previously, we did not have that authority or power to do that and could only rely on a candidate to sue us in order to get in front of a judge. And as you can imagine, that's an expensive venture for some candidates who don't have the funds to do that. So I think this was an important bill that got passed.
Tripple says there is a lot of attention on election integrity, and it doesn't surprise him that lawmakers focused on that during the last legislative session to bolster Idaho's elections locally and statewide and all. He thinks these new laws are a step in the right direction, and while it may create more work for the county clerk's office, Tripple says he always welcomes any new laws and responsibilities that build trust in local and statewide elections. So back to the voter, if you are requesting an absentee ballot, be sure your address and other information is all up to date ahead of the general election this November, because if it's not, it could be sent back, and if they can't contact you, well, they're going to strike you down and take you off the voter roll.
All right. Thanks, Andrew, for breaking that down for us.